I used to say all the time, I make good money on the radio. I was doing a syndicated radio show. I was starting to do some TV shows, stuff like that. The traffic sucked. And it doesn't matter how rich you are. You're sitting in traffic. You're sitting in traffic.
Without a doubt.
You be in a Lamborghini Murcielago going 4 miles an hour on the 405.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
So I said, look, if somebody said, we're going to raise the price from back then, $1.65 a gallon. I said, raise it to $10 a gallon. I'll pay. Anyone who wants to get to LAX in 25 minutes will pay,
right,
not to sit in traffic. But I need the extra $8.50 a gallon to go to buy vans. And I want van pools, and I want free van rides from the people that couldn't afford to live out here, and they live in Simi Valley. There'll be van service, picking them up, taking them to their job, dropping them off at work, picking them up, taking them home. And the LA freeways will be nothing but vans and Lamborghinis. At this point, I'll be in a Lamborghini. And by the way, if you're poor, you get a free ride. It ain't even $1.65 for you. You don't have to pay car insurance. You don't have to upkeep, maintenance. We'll have so much revenue from the extra $8 a gallon worth of gas. They'll go right into this. We'll just have a fleet of vans. They'll have territories. They'll pick up the thing. They'll get on a schedule. They'll take them in. I would do that.
Great idea, and it's a great thinking. And because you're a good man, you're thinking about them and you're thinking about solving the problem, but they don't want to solve the problem. That is the problem. They don't want to solve it. They don't want to listen to common sense. And I think once you say, I'm a Democrat, no matter what the people do, you accept it.
Yes.
And it's like you're handcuffed to talk back or to do anything. Yes. I give an example one time. A guy gave me a haircut. He was an Italian guy. I was in a barbershop, and he cut my hair. My hair was long back in those days. He cut it and made a mess of it. So I said, bro, look at what you just did. He said, bro, we're both Italian. Because we're Italian. What the fuck does that got to do with it? I said, my hair's a mess. I don't care if you're Italian, black, white, Spanish. I don't care what you are. You screwed up my hair. I would say that in a minute. Why won't we say that to the government? Why won't we say that if we were a Democrat? If I was a Democrat, I was a Democrat growing up because they were the easiest people to bribe. We loved them.
Oh, really?
Oh, without a doubt. You couldn't bribe the Republicans or, conservative people.
Oh, that's interesting. Because of religion?
No, not religion. The Democrats were easy to bribe.
No, I'm saying...
So you wanted them in office.
No, what I'm saying is oftentimes religious people, that becomes a barrier for whatever you're asking them to do that's immoral. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I would say that Republicans would tend to be religious more than Democrats.
Oh, without a doubt.
And it is interesting. It's something I think about all the time. It's very telling. Very telling. I had the guy who runs that organization tunnel the towers, and he'd do all the spots, and they raise all the money for the disabled veterans and build them homes and stuff like that. And by the way, I told that guy, we'll find his name. I can't think of his name, but he came in here. I said, Jesus Christ, I would put you in charge of the homeless in Los Angeles because this guy gets shit done.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's a good man.
And for every dollar that comes in, 96 cents gets spent on new construction, not wasted with some non-government organization or whatever the fuck. We spend $24 billion on homeless. There's nothing. We get nothing comes out the other end. But Frank Siller, he came in here and he's a respectful guy and he's bipartisan. He'll take anyone's money, and he's trying to build these homes for veterans. But when you watch the commercials, it's always like Mark Wahlberg and guys like that showing up. It's never all these lefty lunatics that show up, Hollywood types. It's always sort of the conservative religious guys who show up. And I said to him, just mouth of babes kind of thing. I said, I watch Fox, I watch CNN, I see every spot on Fox. I see you have spots on Fox. You turn on Fox any random time of the day, you're going to see him and Mark Wahlberg raising money for veterans. I said, I watched CNN for 2 hours in an airport the other day. I didn't see one spot.
No.
0 spots. And he said, he was trying to be respectful. He said, we tried CNN. I said, well, I don't get it. What happened? He said, this didn't work out. I said, what do you mean didn't work out? It's just, we didn't get a response. I said, oh, you do it on Fox. You're talking about veterans, showing the flag, the country, being patriotic, and the money comes. The donations pour in. You do it on CNN, you get nothing. I said, that's telling. That's telling to me in terms of how they feel about this country.
Right. It is. It's. I can't understand it myself. I think I understand a lot of things, especially all my years in the mob, and I cannot understand how people just don't understand this basic. You don't have to be smart. Basic principles and what's done to you. And when people are lying to your face.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like going. I mean, I think California is gorgeous. I love the state, the weather, the whole thing. I got friends here. They even told me, Sammy, could move here. I said, you couldn't pay me to move here. Why? I went for fucking breakfast, and it cost me $60 for breakfast. I had 2 eggs.
Yeah.
I mean, number one. Number two, the taxes are through the roof.
Yeah.
Number four, every time I get on the highway, I'm cursing at everybody. I can't move. I'm stuck in traffic all the time. We went to a cigar bar one night.
Wait a minute. Find Gavin Newsom explaining traffic, because you're going to love this, Sammy, because he was on this show, and I was complaining to him about traffic. This was about 12 years ago.
Right.
I just said, what's going on with the traffic? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Let's fix this. Let's work on it. Say something. Do something, you know? And he had the most Gavin Newsom answer you've ever heard in your life. But it was a perfect, we'll find it when we have a perfect Gavin Newsom answer. I'll cue you when we got it. All right. Now, continue when we got it. I'll tell you about traffic.
All right, good. Yeah, but, you know, so it's so obvious to everybody, and I don't see why they don't want to change it. I just don't understand it.
All right, I'll play this clip now, which I think you'll enjoy. This is Gavin Newsom on the subject of traffic, and this is his solution for traffic. All right. All the other states do it. L.A. and California, with some of the worst traffic in the world, doesn't have a policy that Idaho thought of.
Is that right?
This can't be the first time you've heard this.
Well, not specifically this. I saw a billboard out on the 405 says you're not stuck in traffic. And you're thinking, how the hell, what does that mean? It says you are traffic, which I kind of like, which sort of made the point.
Wow. All right. He liked it. I guess he likes traffic. According
to him.